Hi and welcome back. Today's video is Reiki Healing for strength and clarity to overcome addiction and find the road to recovery. I was asked by a very close loved one to do this video, and I hope this also finds you willing to accept the healing energy or accept the healing energy for a loved one. Addiction is very hard. It can take years to overcome, and it isn't easy for any of us, whether we're struggling with addiction or whether we are dealing with a loved one that is struggling with addiction. It's a very tough road, and sometimes we all just need that little push, that strength, that clarity, that balance and grounding and protection to get to the road to recovery and stay there. So first we will start with cleansing. We're going to use a rattle to kind of just shake up the barrier, just break up the space between us so that I can channel the Reiki energy to you, and also to kind of just loosen that grip of addiction, to just kind of get it out of here at the moment. Let us have a clear channel between you and I to be able to send this energy. Then we will be using some crystals, and I will get into the crystals in just a moment. But for now, I do hope that you like and subscribe, and I really do hope that this helps with your recovery or one of your loved ones. In today's video, we will be using 3 different crystals. The first one will be Dendritic Opal, which is for the crown. It deflects negative energy and balances the crown chakra to help see what you need. Everybody on their road to recovery or battling addiction needs something different to help them get there. And this Reiki healing through the energy of this crystal will help you find what you need. We will also be using 2 different towers of rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite helps deal with complex issues by enhancing concentration and mental clarity. It grounds you in the present moment and protects you from negative energy. It really helps break up those complex issues into smaller chunks, so you're not trying to mentally battle all those issues at once. You can break them up and try and find out, in little bits and pieces, what can I do here? What can I do there? To try and make smaller goals instead of one just big, huge goal. Sometimes the larger goal is a lot harder to reach if you don't first overcome those smaller goals. And here's the other rainbow fluorite tower. And while we are using the crystals during the Reiki healing session, I will put some affirmations on the screen to help you as well. The final crystal that we will be using, it will be in 2 different forms. It is Hematite, and we do have a crystal, and then I have a mala that we will also be using. But Hematite boosts your memory and concentration and focus. It is strongly protective and grounding and aids in finding balance in your life. And this is the Hematite mala that we will be using. So we'll start with just cleansing the space. And I would like to commend you, give you a pat on the back, a high five, for accepting and consenting to this Reiki healing. That's a big accomplishment. Nothing but positivity here, loving energy. and I'm sure you've heard this before, whether it is you or a loved one struggling with addiction, you have to take it one day at a time. Nothing happens overnight. Every single day is a struggle, and that is why you need the strength, the courage, the clarity to help you find that road and stay on the road to recovery. We'll go behind you with the incense. Now we will use this rattle to shake up your aura and to just break down those barriers and kind of just shake up that hold addiction has on you or the loved one. Now we're going to spray this I Do Aura Mist for your solar plexus. We're actually working with all of our chakras today. And you know what? This is hard. Take as many deep breaths as you need to throughout this whole process. Inhale positivity and exhale those struggles. We'll move on to the first crystal, a Dendritic Opal. And remember, this one is for your crown chakra. It deflects negative energy and helps you find what you need. And sometimes when we are battling addiction and we're in the midst of it, we're in a routine. We're surrounded by certain people, certain stressors that keep us there in the addiction, and it allows it to keep its hold on us. And Dendritic Opal will help you figure out what you need. Do you need to get rid of certain people in your life? Do you need to find a different job? Do you need to fill your downtime with healthier hobbies? And then for some people, do you need to seek medical help? This addiction comes in all forms. It can be shopping, just unhealthy habits, self-destruction, gambling, pills, street drugs. There's just so many different forms of addiction. Sometimes it's relationships. And you can watch this video as many times as you need. The next crystal we'll be using is fluorite, and as I showed you before, we have two different ones. This is a darker one. And remember, fluorite helps you concentrate, focus on the present moment, the here and now, and helps you see things clearer and see through those complex issues, help you break them up into smaller ones and work on them one at a time. Work with the next rainbow fluorite. And some of the complex issues that either you or a loved one is dealing with addiction, in some cases, is the withdrawals. how do you handle all of those withdrawals? Well, every single one of them can be helped in a certain way, whether it's relaxation techniques for the anxiety, essential oils to help you sleep, but rainbow fluorite will help you break those down. And head them on one by one. The final crystal we'll be using is Hematite. But first, I want to put this mala on my hand, and I wrap it around my hand in a certain way. I'm going to have it on one hand, it's hematite, and have the hematite crystal in the other hand. To me, this is the most important one because it is so strongly protective and grounding. It also helps you concentrate and focus and find balance in your life. No matter what kind of addiction it is hard to just let go of something. You may wonder, what am I going to do with my time? But you just replace it with something healthy, whether it's running, reading, sports, forming healthy relationships with other people or yourself. Thank you for joining me on today's video. I hope that this was helpful, and I do hope that you find the road to recovery, or that your loved one does, and that you're able to be there and support either yourself or the person that you love and care about. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for being here.